All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is February 24th, 2025. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. This is the market wrap up. Let's take a look at the charts today. For SPY, got a 10-minute downtrend coming into the close, 2-hour downtrend into the close, daily downtrend coming into the close. See that? You got price underneath the 3, underneath the 17 EMA, and underneath the 8 EMA. So we've got a daily downtrend. Let's see if we got a 2-day downtrend. I'm not going to count that, but I will count this one. Not yet. Not quite a 2-day, but we got a single-day downtrend coming into the close. All right, so price action was... today's game plan, all right? I don't know if you played the game plan, but here is the game plan. We'll go through it if you want to see what happened. Okay, so the game plan was if price, today's 24th, came down through here, you were to short it. We had a pullback, then we made a higher low, then we rallied back up over VWAP, and then at the end of the day, we came into the same situation again, where we came right back through it, right there. So right back underneath VWAP, you could have shorted it again right here with a 10-minute downtrend running right through VWAP. So there was 3 opportunities there to short underneath the, what did we have there? I think that was a line 599.76. So there's the game plan. Game plan worked for me today. Had a good day. Says I made 1,300. I don't think I made that much, but that's what it says. I made 1,300 on the first day of our 27K new account challenge. All right, this is the journey. I'm going to take it again. Going to do another triple, hopefully a quadruple again. We'll see what happens. There's price action for SPY. All right, let's take a look at it on the scratch with the daily. All right, you can see price action still up in the upper quadrant 4. That's bullish, but we are underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP, and we are underneath, let's just see if we're underneath this prior all-time high anchored VWAP, which would be right there. And we're coming right into the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. So we got 3 candles down. Curious to see if we're going to get 3 candles back up. We're coming right into that left shoulder right there on the inverse head and shoulders. So maybe we make this as the right shoulder. We'll find out tomorrow morning. All right, so there's SPY on the daily chart. Again, we're still bullish up here. We're just not moving up. That's all. Still in the bull flag. Not a pretty bull flag. Really sloppy bull flag. So there's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ, same deal. Bullish up in quadrant 4. All right, price action up over under a prior all-time high anchored VWAP, underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. If you played the game plan for the QQQ, guess what? You also made money on that one as well. Here's price action coming down through 525.89. Here it is. You took it right into the anchored VWAP low right there. Got an anchored VWAP, took it right into that. And you can see price action bounce back up over VWAP, right back to resistance, the same support that was holding us up before. And then you had another meltdown right here. And you got another 10-minute downtrend under VWAP that you could have played with a huge exhaustion candle coming into the close. So I'm looking at a lot of exhaustion candles on QQQ and SPY. All right, so they're either exhaustion or they're continuation. We'll see which ones they're going to be. All right, if price doesn't, we'll look for price to see if it has any follow-through. No follow-through, there's a good chance it's exhaustion. Look for 51% retracement of this candle as a possible entry back up towards the prior highs. We'll see. There's SPY, QQQ, FNGU. Let's take a look here. Another nice exhaustion candle. That's what it looks like. Lower high, lower low, closing under the trap, under the 17. And let's take a look at it with the quad lines. Trying to hold on to that upper third, FNGU. Price action underneath the uptrend line, underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. We'll see if it's just a spike. This would be the rubber band candle. All right, so they need a turnaround sometime tomorrow. We'll see what happens. There's FNGU on the daily chart. All right, let's go take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow put in a lower high, lower low, closing underneath the trap, underneath the 17. And you can see Diamond Dow up here in the upper third. All right. Closing underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's the pink line right here. And closing, well, let's just move this out here. That's probably really where it goes. Closing over this uptrend line right here as I connect these two lows. Price action again in the upper third, so that's still bullish. Take a look at IWM. IWM still over under the uptrend line, not a good look. All right. Price action lower high, lower low, closing underneath the uptrend line, underneath the midpoint. Again, they move up and give it up. They just cannot seem to hold that higher ground. So IWM underneath this all-time high right there for IWM. Just neutral, moving up, giving it up. Still move up and consolidate over to the right. So still just neutral up here for IWM. On the technicals, T2122. We meandered up into this cross where the two trend lines meet here. And you can see we made kind of a connection pretty close to that. That would be a lower high. And from the lower high, we came back down into the sell zone. Well, if we get some continuation tomorrow, we'll find ourselves probably in this oversold zone. We'll see what happens. T2123. Selling from almost the beginning of the day to the end of the day. They made a VWAP rally here. Couldn't get anywhere. Produced a lower high. Now the question is, are they going to produce a lower low? So there's T2123 underneath the 200. Excuse me. Underneath the 200 SMA there. Let's take a look at it on the 3-bar chart. Price action moving up. Still in this bull flag on the 3-bar. Still caught underneath this 200 SMA there. You can see we found ourselves underneath the 15-minute 200, and we're underneath the 3-bar chart 200. Price action challenging the top of the consolidation, and that would be the prior consolidation. Maybe they get some lift tomorrow, maybe a bounce tomorrow. We could see some green candles. Just saying, I see some exhaustion, and I see some support. We'll see what happens. FNGU, you can see right here, the selling with the red dots. You can see we came back up over VWAP, made a challenge here. Couldn't quite get anything going other than, couldn't break a rubber band candle up here over regular VWAP. And we find ourselves back down here challenging the prior low. So there's FNGU. Let's take a look at XLE. On the daily chart. All right, XLE price action for today. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath bearish trap. Underneath the bullish trap over the 17 EMA, up over this 12-month high anchored VWAP right there. Not in the upper third, just neutral. All right, they were up here earlier. They couldn't seem to hold this downtrend line. Now they're up over this downtrend line. Let's see if they can hang on to that. There's XLE. Let's take a look at UNG. All right, UNG today, lower high, lower low, closing in the bullish trap over the 17, over the 12-month high anchored VWAP. Price action is bullish up here in quadrant 4 for UNG. USO didn't do too bad today. Still in the buy box. Still expecting it to come down here. Inside day for USO, lower high, higher low, closing under the bullish trap, under the falling 17, right inside the buy box, and over this 3-year high anchored VWAP right there. So price action not looking too bad, but just neutral. Again, they keep moving up and giving it up. All right, so USO just neutral here. GLD makes a new all-time high today. Enough said about that. SLV, lower high, lower low, closing under bullish trap over the rising 17, over this 12-month high anchored VWAP. Still in the upper third, still bullish on SLV. I should have picked some of that up today on SLV for the daily chart. Take a look at SMH. SMH dropping out of the upper third, but hanging on to the all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action for SMH just neutral. XLK. XLK still bullish, again dropping out and finding closing underneath the prior all-time high, closing underneath the all-time high. I don't have any silver March calls right now, but I do like them. If you got them, I do like them. So XLK bullish up here. XLF bullish up here, just underneath the trap, underneath the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Up here in quadrant 4, still bullish. XLI. Neutral, again moving up, giving it up on XLI, breaking the uptrend line right there. Maybe it belongs out here. All right, maybe there's a possibility that's where it really goes. We'll see what happens. We should draw it right here. XLU. XLU bullish up here in quadrant 4, looking nice. Looks like an outside day, higher high, lower low, closing in a bullish trap over the rising 17, over that all-time high anchored VWAP. XLU looking really strong up here. Nice, solid grind up. That's like, I don't know, that's just so tight that's going to be going somewhere, XLU. Let's take a look at IYT. All right, transports were bullish. Now they're not again. All right, transports moving up, giving it up, moving up, giving it up. And here we go again, moving up and giving it up. Hopefully this is a rubber band candle related to this all-time high anchored VWAP. They were up in the upper third, upper quadrant. Then they were in the upper third. Now they can't even hang on to the upper third. So just neutral here in IYT. All right, I'll take a few questions in the room. And if there's no questions, you got silver shares. Awesome. Way to go, Tex. Silver's bullish. I am not long TLT. Robert's long TZA. TZA got a nice pop today and yesterday. That's the small cap. That's strange. Small caps up, IWM down. Nice pop on those. Wow. Did not expect that. Also long PCG. Yeah, PCG turning around. Just now getting over this falling 17 right here. Got a higher low. So PCG got to get up over that. See that peak between the two valleys? Got to get up over that for me. All right. I like PCG to probably come back up to this support area. TZA inverse of it's the bear. Okay. There you go. All right. That makes more sense. I just wanted to see if I could make something happen with some different products. I could not get the fills that I normally get with SPY, and that's thanks, Robert. Yeah, I could not get the fills that I normally get with SPY, and nor the performance. It made it really tough. Let me just tell you on the IWM calls and the Tesla. On the IWM calls, we were into these right here. There's only 3,000. It was tough to get filled on these right here. On these are 213 puts. And I had a difficult time getting filled. It took all day. It was very difficult price action. I don't know if I'm going to revisit those ever again. Just not enough liquidity. All right, see through here. You got pockets of 1, 50, 53, 0, 6. Just pockets of nothing right there. Made it difficult for me to trade today. I didn't like that at all. And then QQQ, I did not trade any QQQ, but I did do some SPY. What about Tesla? Yeah, I did trade some Tesla. I saw some consolidation on Tesla right up here, and that was before any of this ever happened. And we got up into the big volume node. They got up into that big volume node right there, and they just rolled over on me. That was uncalled for. I figured maybe a pullback. They just crossed through VWAP here with a nice 10-minute uptrend, and then that 10-minute uptrend just kind of rolled over on me. I tried to sell calls, covered calls for it, and I couldn't get filled. Yeah. No. If that's the exhaustion candle, I don't. Notice you got SPY, got an exhaustion candle right here, like right in the support, that anchored VWAP right there. So I'm not expecting it to fall further, but nothing says it won't. It's looking like a higher low here, and they went after the higher high. I don't know. We could get, some follow through on this only because we made a lower high right here. See, notice we didn't make that higher high. I thought for sure we had a chance right here of going up there and producing a higher high, and they just didn't have enough spinach. They didn't have enough mustard, all right, to get up here. Yeah, probably a little bit of consolidation tomorrow. Look for some zigzag in the indexes, some zigzag over to the right. That's what it's looking like. Hope to see a bounce, but I don't know. We got some big earnings coming out. Home Depot's going to report, and then Nvidia's going to report. So not tomorrow, but Home Depot reports tomorrow. Nvidia's going to report, I think, on Wednesday. Let me just check this out. Nvidia reports Wednesday night. Home Depot comes out tomorrow morning. All right, that's like 400, almost $400 billion. That can help move the markets, especially the retail sector. And Robert's showing me the chart of SPY. Yeah, they got that big candle at the end there. We'll see if they get follow through on that big candle. Red erases green, green erases red. The PMO. What's the PMO? Price. J&J. Let's check out J&J. Hey, that's bullish. Right there. Well, that's real bullish. Wow. Counter trend. You got, just recognize that you're coming into resistance, okay? See where the sellers showed up before? This is resistance right here. Of course, you came right up to it, and you got a little pullback from it. So look for this to consolidate over to the right. So I wouldn't trade J&J tomorrow. Not for me. 5 days up, probably consolidate over to the right. You wanted to get a little on the 5 or the 10 minute? That was tough, Rickster. That was tough. Nice igniting candle there, pull back. That's just a tough one right there. Got a nice igniting candle. You had to be fast if you were going to grab this one right into the resistance. And you can see it went right to it. And then you had a VWAP pullback. So while the market was going up, J&J was pulling down. And then you got another 10-minute uptrend up over the pivot here. I think you probably poke this tomorrow. All right, I think you stab it or spike it and then probably consolidate right underneath it. Yeah, I think you probably consolidate underneath it right here. Yep, tomorrow we begin again. We got high winds here and rain right here. All right, traders. I'm going to see you guys all tomorrow. All right, 8 o'clock I come in and I do the prep work. It's hard to get the video out before before the open because I got so much to say sometimes. Thanks, Robert. All right, so you guys have a wonderful evening. Again, I'm always available for coaching. All right, just shoot me a text or shoot me a private message or, shoot me an email, anything. All right, I want to help you. I want you to succeed. All right, that's what I'm looking for. All right, thanks, Greg. Thank you to congrats to everybody that made money and followed the game plan. The game plan works. I don't know how to say it. I got it printed up there in probably 5-10 different locations. The game plan works. All right. I look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. We'll see you then. Everybody have a wonderful evening.